Working at Tesco's, I saved up money, and then I put all that money. It was 4K. That was my savings for like 6 months. Yeah, I put that all into an account, and I ran that account up to 17K. There's an economic calendar for trading, but it doesn't pick up politics, because politics isn't the same as economics.
Can money buy happiness?
Definitely. To an extent, not entire happiness. I mean, can't bring the dead back.
Problem child.
They counted me out. Bro, I got offered from Oxford. Not Oxford Brooks, Oxford, like Oxford.
So you went from being a problem child to getting an offer from Oxford?
Went straight up, got the textbooks, whatnot, done it myself, self-study. You see from there, bro, that was like the pivotal change in my life. But bro, I was on zero. Like, I had to even borrow like 20, 30 pounds now to take the bus. And when I saw the 17K hit zero, so it hit zero, like it went past. I was in bed and I used to wish, for the night to come so that I can just sleep. I really love trading. Like, do you get me? Like, I really enjoy it. I think everyone's done a bad decision that's landed them somewhere bad in life, yeah? You wouldn't make that bad decision again to land you there. You're gonna lose money, you're gonna learn, and you're gonna quit. I'm telling you now, give it up. So you'll only lose the money, go into a different industry.
And what do you see your payouts being in 5 years? Before we jump into today's episode, we've noticed that 71% of people watching right now are not subscribed. If you're watching this, you're clearly enjoying it. Here's our promise to you. Hit subscribe and we'll keep raising the bar, bringing you the biggest and best guests yet. Sharper conversations, bigger guests, and unfiltered conversations that others won't dare to do. Hit subscribe now. Omar, can money buy happiness?
Definitely. Yeah, to an extent.
To what extent?
Everyone's got a goal. If money couldn't buy happiness, I don't think anyone would care about working. There wouldn't be really a thing about income in general.
So you believe in the motto, money can buy happiness?
To an extent, not entire happiness. I mean, you'll still have some problems that money can't resolve, can't bring the dead back.
Well, listen, we finally got you on the show. You're very successful at a very young age. And we brought you here today to tell your story. Who are you, Omar? Where are you from?
Omar, from London, Hounslow. 23 years old. And yeah.
What do you do?
Trade predominantly.
There's a massive stigma behind trading being a scam, being people sell courses. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know what it is? The comments are probably going to be full of it, yeah, but trading's not a scam, bro. The people are scams. So if you there's scammers in every industry, man. Fitness is another big one. Like fake supplements, fat burners, all of this, like malarkey. Trading's the same. I mean, you got people that are scammers inside of a market that's known for being a scam. But trading itself, possible, man. Talk to us a little bit about your journey. When did you start trading? Have you ever dreamed of trading six figures? Well, now you can. This episode is sponsored by Quant Teckle, or QT, a top prop firm giving real traders real capital. Back in the day, trading with big money meant working at a hedge fund or risking your own savings, but not anymore. With QT, if you've got the skills, they'll fund you with up to $400,000. You trade, you profit, you keep the majority share. Crypto, gold, or Forex, whatever your lane, QT helps you scale like a pro, fast scaling, instant payouts, and a trader's first model. Use code BLUETICK for 50% off only at quantteckle.com. Okay, so we're going to have to go back to school. So I finished school, my A-levels in 2019. 2019, I took a gap year. So in school, I was different. I wasn't this guy that's sitting next to you, bro. I was like a troublesome kid. Okay.
Like that.
Problem child.
Very big. Like people that I went to school with, if teachers, they were not even going to believe it's me, bro. Like they won't even believe it. They counted me out. Anyway, I had poor predictions.
Okay.
I actually ended up doing the best in my year.
For real?
Yeah. Bro, I got offered from Oxford. Not Oxford Brooks, Oxford, like Oxford.
So you went from being a problem child to getting an offer from Oxford?
Yeah, so you see what it was, yeah? I had a friend. He was my partner in crime, yeah.
That's it, partner in crime.
Bro, wherever there was trouble, it was us two there. Okay. And then he got kicked out of school in year 11. I stayed. And then it was like approaching exam season, GCSEs. That's when I kind of realized that this isn't a joke. Because my brother was the year above me. He was the year above me. His friends were worse. They were probably the worst year group.
For real.
And then I kind of saw like there was like a common theme. Guys that failed the GCSEs kind of end up doing nothing. Like it just gets progressively worse from there. So I kind of and I had the heat from my older brother as well. I was like, you better do good in your GCSEs. And then I did well there. And then in year 12, my mock grades, bro, 3 U's. 3 U's, bro. I had 3 U's predicted. So you know in the UK you got year 12 and then year 13, yeah?
Yeah.
So you get your predicted grades in year 12 and you apply with that to UCAS, innit? So I applied with and I was getting nothing, bro.
You actually applied with 3 U's. You thought, let me apply.
I got in my mocks 3 U's and then my predicted grades, I got like 3 C's.
Okay.
Because the school's not going to give you 3 U's. They just know like you're not going to get nowhere. So they'll give you like, I think I got like a CCB.
Okay.
I did maths, economics and business, yeah? And it's funny. Come now to A-levels, bro, I was shy of 3 A stars, but I got an A star and 2 A's. I got an A star in business and then 2 A's in maths and econ. Bro, I was 1 mark off an A star in maths as well. They sent it back to get a remark, yeah, but it came back worse. They were like, you're now 3 marks off, so just hold the A. Applied to Oxford. Bro, this was when it was, yeah. So I remember I was in bed and the day I left the GCSEs, yeah, I called my mum saying, I'll finish my GCSEs now, whatnot. She was like, okay, cool. Like, get like a little job now. Because my brother, like, that's what my brother did. He got a job. He's like, get a job, whatnot. I was 16, like, literally. So my mom had a friend that worked in Primark in the high street, the most bait place ever. Like, everyone goes there, bro. And so I got the next, literally, like 3 days after, like, I finished that GCSE, I was in Primark. Like, from 16, bro, I worked from 16. And then I went to Tesco's after that. And yeah, so A-levels came, I switched it on differently, bro. Like, when I mean I switched it on differently, bro, I wasn't out. Friends were out. I was at home. I was studying. I was so on like the ball, yeah. You know, like year 13, the summer holiday between year 12 and year 13. Bro, I finished a year 13 spec by myself. Like,
I locked in.
I locked in, bro. I didn't rely on the teacher. I just went straight up, got the textbooks, whatnot, done it myself, self-study. You see from there, bro, that was like the pivotal change in my life. Like, the fact that I got those grades without the teacher's help. Like, I'm not saying the teachers didn't help me. Obviously, in the classroom, they did what they can. But predominantly, like, me studying by myself, I was like, whoa. Like, you know, like, if I can do it like this, it's a very transferable skill everywhere else in your life. Do you see my point? Like, self-studying. And then, yeah, I applied to Oxford. I didn't want to go live out. You see, with Oxford and Cambridge, you have to live out on their campus. No two ways about it. You can't do this
from home.
So I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to take the loan. I was kind of against it. I got a cousin brother that went Oxford, graduated PPE. He's as smart as he can get. I was the first son in my family to go university. When I tell my parents now, I denied Oxford. And people, you know, I was on a podcast before this. I said the same thing. People in the comments saying he's faking this, that. I posted the confirmation email of getting accepted. I was going to do economic management. I forgot which college it was.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I denied them. I ended up going to King's College. I applied for LSE, yeah. I thought I'd get into Oxford. So then I applied to LSE as well. They denied me, actually. LSE. I don't know why. But then I went to King's and then, yeah, picked up trading 2017 because I thought, you know, Tesco income, when you're working from 16, you kind of get a grasp of like real life. Like you know what a wage is. Yeah, you kind of know what, because people think like these jobs pay like 3-4K like a month, like even graduate jobs. When you start learning, my first paycheck, I remember from Primark was like £600.
A month?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
In Tesco's, without overtime, I was earning £800 a month.
Wow.
But with overtime was like 1,100. And then the tax, like, bro, it's 1,100 after the tax. I should be getting for like 14, 15.
Yeah.
So then I thought like, you know, like this, you have to do something on the side. Like there's no way. I went to trading because I was good at maths.
But how did you get involved in trading? Because no one just says, oh, I'm going to be a trader now.
A YouTube ad.
A YouTube ad?
A YouTube ad, I swear. So basically there's a guy called Rainer Tao. He's been like on YouTube for ages. And his ad came up on just on YouTube. I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me just click this free masterclass, yeah. I clicked it and I was like, okay, this seems pretty like easy. It's like, you know, I always associate, I think people associate math skills with trading skills. My math skills are pretty good. So I went into the thing and I was like, oh, let me try this. I downloaded MetaTrader and whatnot. I gave it a good go, and it just made sense. I thought, yeah, this is pretty easy. You know what the Dunning-Kruger effect is?
No, tell me.
Cool. So you learn something, yeah, and you pick it up and you think, oh, okay, you think this is the easiest thing in the world, and then you lose and you're like, okay, it's gonna take a lot more work. It's basically the perception that noobs think it's easy. That was me, right? On that Dunning-Kruger curve, yeah, I was at the point where, yeah, this is easy. The start of the journey,
Yeah.
you think it's so easy, yeah. And then I lost money. Like, I remember, yeah. So working at Tesco's, I saved up money, and then I put all that money. It was 4K. That was my savings for like 6 months. Yeah, I put that all into an account, and I ran that account up to 17K. But
Being a noob
bro, sheer luck. And this was Brexit times.
during Brexit.
So yeah, now it's Brexit times. So Brexit times, you see, there's an economic calendar for trading, but it doesn't pick up politics, because politics isn't the same as economics. There's like a carryover, but it's not the same thing. Yeah. So I was up 13K unrealized profit. So like these weren't trades that I closed. So when I'm up 17K, it's floating profit, unrealized. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't locked it in. And I remember literally, it's August 2020. Yeah, August 2020. Yeah. And in one day, you see like that. I was holding that trade for like a month.
Was it a buy or sell trade?
I was buying GBP, JPY.
Okay.
And bro, you see, if you go to August, yeah, I can show you the monthly candle. I lost it all. Like, I know exactly what that candle is, like proper PTSD moment. And then, bro, it crushed. I remember I was on PlayStation party with my friends. They don't even know this. They're gonna hear this for the first time. I was on PlayStation party with my friends, full, like, you know, back in the day it was 8-man party. Like, you couldn't get more than
Everyone's
8
in
man.
there. It's lit.
8-man party, yeah. And I'm watching my flipping net worth at the time just flipping absolutely get deleted, yeah. And when I saw the 17K hit zero, so it hit zero, like it went past, I lost a 4K as well, right? I just told them like, oh, I just jumped off, I just went to bed. Bro, it didn't feel real. Like, I think that's when I hit proper rock bottom. And at that point, I quit trading for a bit. Like, I gave up for like 2-3 months. Bro, you know, when people think like they hit rock bottom, yeah, I'll tell you like how rock bottom, bro. I was in bed and I used to wish, yeah, for the night to come so that I can just sleep.
Serious?
Because you see, sleeping in the day all day is bait, something's wrong, innit?
Yeah.
But in the nighttime, it's cool. Like, it's the nighttime, I'm tired, I want to go sleep. But I was like that for like 3 days. But I'm a man of faith, yeah. So I believe you won't ever get burdened more than what you can handle. So cool. Money comes, money goes, I know that, right? But bro, I was on zero. Like, I had to even borrow like 20, 30 pounds now to take the bus.
Do you still have a job at this point?
Yeah, I had a
Okay,
job. I didn't quit the job until like, I was even making good money before I quit my job. So I was doing my job and I was tutoring at the same time.
Okay.
And so at this point, I was thinking to go down the tutoring route because it was pretty scalable. I was making good money off the tutoring. I was making like decent money. Even for like undergrad job, I was probably making more money than them because so my school, the one that I was really like bad at, yeah, funny story. The head teacher, I was cool with him. He used to like me because I was one of those boys that used to get in trouble, but my grades were amazing.
Okay, yeah. You always got a green pass, basically.
Yeah. And he got my economics teacher to email me. So, you know, you still have your school email access, right? I got an email and they said, oh, come in and we want to speak to you, interview, whatnot. They said to do a tutoring for economics and business. So I came back, cool. And then these kids, they were like, the teacher was acting like, if you want, yeah, take them private. Like, they're here. If they like you, tell them go private. You'll make more. Like, I was earning like £40 an hour in the school, and I was doing like 3 hours, and I used to do that 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
To me, that's banging money from what I was making to Tesco. Tesco was earning £10 an hour, £9.90 to be exact. Do you get my point?
Yeah, definitely.
And then if you're going tutoring, bro, that's each person instead, not hourly. You're doing each person, so it was pretty scalable. I just wasn't driving at this time, so I couldn't scale it like really well because they were in different areas. And then it was funny because my head of year, she saw me in the school, yeah, and she looked at me, she's like, what the hell are you doing here? And I was like, I'm teaching. She was like, what, you're teaching? I was like, yeah, ask the head teacher. She was very happy. She was like, you know, I'm happy for you. Genuinely, like, you know, you turned it around, whatnot, had no hope for you type thing.
Fair play.
So yeah, there was that. And then down the line, I remember I just, like, bro, I really love trading. Like, do you get me? Like, I really like enjoy it. Like, I don't think I could substitute it for anything because the ease of it, when you get to know what you're doing, bro, nothing really beats it. Me as well, I'm kind of introverted. I'm like a homebody. I don't really go out too much. Like, you wouldn't really catch me going out too much. No Instagram, no social medias. I have a Twitter page and a Snapchat account and Telegram. That's about it. So for me, it's perfect. So I remember I was like, you know what? Like, I was reading like and watching a lot of trading related videos, and they always like tell you like it's a how you bounce back type thing. So you'll blow an account, and that's kind of what I call now like a like a canon event, like an anime. It's a canon event. It's like part of your storyline. You can't escape it. Every trader is gonna take a loss that's gonna like really put fire in the hot. That's probably my loss. I remember one day, bro. I remember so clearly. I was brushing my teeth, just looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, yeah, just give it another go, bro. I did it properly then. Like you see what people do. Yeah, the mistake people make is this: they think that you don't need learning and education in trading. But let me tell you something. Yeah, you know the difference between people that, like, let's say, education system, private and state school. What's the difference? You just got way more hand holding in private, and that's what gets them the better grades and whatnot. It's like the structure and the guidance type thing. Any high school is the same thing, bro. If you want to do like accountancy, you need someone to help you out. If you want to do success in anything, like in some sort of tutoring or coaching, like athletes, you think they ain't got the best coaches out there. It's a make or break, because when you're there to kind of do it for yourself, it's a lot of guesswork. You don't know what to really do. You have to try everything, and you ain't really got time for that. So I remember then I got into a mentorship. So the guy that I'll credit like what I know a lot of is Inner Circle Trader ICT. He's like the most like followed trader online right now. I got into his mentorship, and it was hard, yeah, because he didn't have a mentorship, and then he opened it one more time, and I got into that. And then I kind of learned under his wing, like from his...
Was there like a process to get into it?
Really and truly, no. It was just about if you just apply it on time.
Luck.
And no, not really luck, to be honest. He had a cut-off date. And basically, bro, if you just had $150, you got a seat. Yeah, you got a seat. And then, yeah, from there, took it a bit more slowly. That loss matured me a lot. Like, I needed that loss. Looking back to it, I wouldn't have done it. Like, yeah, it sucked at the time, but I wouldn't do it any other way. I need that loss, because now, like, I realize it's all about your how you manage your trades, your risk management. It's key, because everyone's been like, I think everyone's done a bad decision that's landed them somewhere bad in life, yeah? You wouldn't make that bad decision again to land you there. Do you see my point? I wouldn't do that same mistake, putting my whole account on the line every single trade, because I know it's going to land me again. It's going to land me straight back to where I don't want to be.
But when you was younger, you didn't have as much money as you got now. You obviously wanted more. Everyone wants more. Was it not very hard when you had, let's say, 5K pot? How did you manage to like sort out the risk management? Because for me, if I see a trade going well, I'm like, okay, more. How did you actually train your mindset to say, okay, look, Omar, you can't do that. Relax.
So I got lucky in crypto as well.
Okay.
I got lucky in crypto and the pharma stocks. I don't think I've really said this, but you see, people talk about the bull run, yeah, crypto. People don't talk about the vaccine run. You know, the vaccine run, the pharma run, stock run in COVID, it puts the bull run to shame, bro.
Really?
Yeah, 100 million %. Bro, you know, crypto gets a name because of the buzz of it, because influencers promote it and whatnot. Bro, there is a stock, yeah, that does well every day or every other week. On the other podcast that I was on, Tesla was at 180. You know, the all-time high for Tesla is like nearly 500. It was at 440. You could have got Tesla, bro, for under half price.
Yeah, you're making big peas.
Who wouldn't do that? Do you see my point? It's now still around there. So it went to like nearly 500, and then it came back down. The reason you don't want to sell straight away, because you see, when you sell a stock inside of a year, you get capital gains.
Okay.
You don't get capital gains, you get income tax, sorry.
Okay.
You want that to be capital gains, because it's a lot less on like the tax side of things, right? So you kind of have to hold for a year. So I had to hodl it. It came down. If it goes back up, I mean, not too long now, like 4 more months. It goes back there, it's capital gains. It will be good. But I'd probably hold. I mean, if you're getting Tesla at like these type of prices, with who Elon Musk is, there's a lot of people that say Tesla's not a good stock. It's whatever, like, people convicted of. I think Tesla, with this presidency run of Trump, I think in 4 years' time, you'll see $500. So there's that as well.
You said you got really lucky on crypto. How much did you make?
Not as much. Like, I made under 6 figures, but a good 5.
Okay.
So I was bro, I had Bitcoin, yeah, sub 20K.
Wow.
Sub 20K. I swear to God, sub 20K. I had it like I think 20K or like 19.7 or something, yeah. It's on my other phone, the wallet. And bro, I was in that bull run when it ran to 69k. I had ETH, and I think the only alt I had was like, I didn't know about altcoins at this time, innit? So I had that, ETH, and I had some Link. But then if I had the links I had now in that bull run, because I know some crypto guys that done millions, right?
Yeah.
They told me about the altcoins. I looked at the altcoins when I was buying Bitcoin and ETH, because I didn't know about like the altcoins too much, bro. I probably would have, I think I would have cleaned 7 figures. But the farmer one again was like, not too much. It was like, to me at the time, it was a lot of money, but all in all from crypto, it was like a good 5 figures. And then stocks was like 8k. But bro, the 8k to me was a lot of money back then as well. It's still a lot of money. So like, I was just shy of like 6, and I was 20 years old at this time. It's a lot to me. I think even now it's still a lot of money to a 20-year-old. And
Massive money.
And then you see, then I met like, the network is kind of what really brought me up. So I know a guy. He has a book of people. Their net worths are mad. When I mean they're mad, bro, like it's people like you can call them and an assistant will pick up. Like they're proper big like people, family wealth, whatnot. A lot of it is inherited, I think. He told me these type of people, they're interested in higher risk investments. Trading is the highest risk investment that you can get. If anyone tells you it's a safe thing, that they're stupid. It's a higher risk. No one goes into trading, for safe. If you want to go something safe, go into real estate. Safe, but as safe as houses. You heard that saying before, right?
Mm-hmm.
These people are willing to put a bit more risk on. Obviously, they only invest what they can really lose. He's got an umbrella for safety, for regulation, because you can't just take money without like repercussions unless you have some sort of protection. So I'll give you an example. It's either you do the qualifications that are necessary. In the UK, it's that you can do like the SISI qualifications. It's not trading's not the problem. You're not onboarding funds. If you're not qualified, it's illegal.
So just explain that to us. So for the viewers watching, onboarding funds, what do you mean? Taking other people's money?
Taking other people's money is the onboarding process, So you see like even like crypto exchanges, the problem, the main legalities they need, right, is onboarding funds. Like taking funds, basically deposits.
So me going to a trading website and depositing funds, you're saying that's illegal?
No, because they got the regulation. They're regulated to do that.
So these little guys online who are saying, send me 5 bills and I'll trade for you. That's completely illegal, yeah?
Bro, that 100%. If that went to court, bro, there's cases in the UK, guys had to give money back. I don't want to mention their names, right? But there's guys now, I think brother does cars now. He got done for that. He had to pay out, I don't know, I think he had to pay out like one bar, like £1 million. There's people in Dubai, they were from the UK, they can't come back. They're red listed, bro. On FCA website, they're red listed.
So for example, trader reaches out to me. Hey, bro, I can trade for you.
Yeah.
I agree to it all. Yep. I say,
doesn't matter.
No problem. I'm going to send you 10 bags. Bro, he loses my money.
They can contract you. They can, people think the contract like, oh yeah, can you sign here? DocuSign. Doesn't matter. That'll get thrown out in court.
So he'll have to pay me back. Not have to, but I'll win the case.
It will go to court, and how they want to deal with it, I'm not too sure. But yeah, he's definitely doing something that's not with the law, like financial law. Now you can't do that. You need the umbrella. So for example, you can team up with a broker, a registered broker, and you can use the protection of the broker. This is called a PAM account.
PAM,
PAMM.
Okay.
And through there, you're using the umbrella of the broker, their regulation, to take the funds of a client, and then you trade that account. That's the proper way to go about it.
So that's illegal. That's the legit way.
That's the legit way, but the broker has to be regulated.
Yeah.
If the broker's not regulated, no, it's not.
Okay.
Do you see my point?
So for example, there's
and giving signals is illegal.
Swear to God.
Bro, there are people, I don't want to mention their names. These influencers, the ones in the UK, if you search their names on the FCA website, they're red listed. They will get.
So just giving signals, not getting paid for signals.
It's financial advice.
So that's completely.
Bro,
illegal.
People give signals and say this is non-financial advice.
Yeah.
No, it's financial advice. Even if you say this is non-financial advice, some people do it in smarter ways. They say, I'll give you my trade ideas, whatnot. But if you're giving someone an entry to EPSL and you're saying buy and sell, like you're telling them buy and telling them sell, this is illegal, bro. You can't do it.
Wow. Okay.
There's people, these influencers, that, they give signals. They're big, bro. Like they're big TikTok influencers. They're red listed on the FCA website. They can't come back. They'll get arrested when they come back to the airport, probably. They're red listed. Like they're wanted. They're literally wanted.
And what are they actually doing that's illegal? Because if I'm giving you a signal and you're choosing to do it, isn't that just your decision?
If I gave you a gun and you killed someone, am I going to go to jail as well?
The gun's illegal though. The trade in what he's doing isn't illegal.
The trade is not illegal, but it's the compliance. You can't give financial advice if you're not a financial advisor.
Dude,
you can't.
It's like me opening a gun shop without a license.
You can't give financial advice. Yeah, like, you know how many questions I get about tax, trading tax about people. I told them straight away, just talk to an accountant, bro. Because I can't give you that advice. I don't know too much about it, like the total ins and outs. I know like broadly how you wanna. So like for example, if you're trading your own personal money, you're better off, right, going through spread betting.
Okay, yeah.
Because betting is not taxed.
Yeah.
But trading is taxed. It can be capital gains or income tax depending on how long you withdraw, like whatnot, the deposit that you made and the profits, like if you made profits. So that's the only thing I tell people.
And to move on from there, you mentioned the influencers, you mentioned all that. When they're selling these courses, what's your opinion on them?
You know, I don't think it's them that's the problem. It's people are idiots, man. Like, it's like, why are you going to a TikToker to learn how to trade?
But then a lot of them say, we're not going to give names, but I'm sure you probably know the same people we're talking about. A lot of people have Telegram groups.
Yeah. Bro, I'll be real. It's rich coming from me because I have a group, right? But, you know, you evaluate someone. Like, for example, yeah, I'm going to give you a few characteristics here. You got a guy that you can just tell he is just a degenerate, constantly out partying. Just overall just a degenerate, basically, yeah. Would you want to learn and put your money with him to learn how to trade?
No, 100%.
So why do people do it?
But one sec, hear me out here. So a lot of these guys, they say, I've got a trader who works for me. That's what they all say, yeah? I don't trade it. I've got this special trader. He works for me.
Who's this trader? Word of mouth. Bro, let me tell you something, yeah? In new age trading, there's something called a prop firm.
Okay.
How I kind of got my name out there, yeah? There was a prop firm that went down. But I'm still saying, yeah, they were the best prop firm to do it. Like, they basically bit the bullet for the whole industry to get regulated. I kind of did 2 really like good back-to-back months with them, and the you know what these people are saying, like I can double your money and whatnot. Bro, I just did 10. I did like 5% and then 10%, so 15% over like 60 days or 50 days or something. Yeah, to that person listening, they're like 15%. That's not great. I was on their top like trader for that period with 15%. So, you know, when I say to these people, and they reached out to me to do an interview, then my interview came out, people saw how young I was, they couldn't believe it because all the guys getting interviewed were like 40, 30, whatnot. And that's kind of when like my identity kind of got revealed as well. Like I was someone on like online Snapchat, whatnot, Twitter, but then people kind of you could put a face to the name now type thing, right? So I tell people that say they can make like 5% a day, 10% a day, 100% a month. Why don't you just go clean out these prop firms? And by the way, they all have leaderboards, by the way. So, like, if you are doing what you're doing, the world will see you. It will be, like, very visible. Do you see my point?
Yeah.
So
who has leaderboards? The prop firms?
The prop firms. Each one got their own leaderboard because, like, it's just...
bragging rights and shit.
It's just their product that they sell in it. They want to, like, make it look like, oh, we got a leaderboard, so whatnot. You can go to the top of it as clout type thing, right? So, these people, when they say they got a trader... Well, who's a trader? Bro, let me tell you something about YouTube and TikTok, yeah? Anyone can make a video, bro.
Yeah, I hear that.
Would you call yourself a trader?
Me? No way.
But I can give you a script, yeah? And by the way, you know what they're using on like their videos? It's price that's already happened, bro. Anyone can look like they know what they're doing. The reason why it went down here, it hit off this level, it went down and it's bouncing around and like, yeah, but you're using old price, bro. It's very easy to do that. Do you see my point?
Yeah, if you show me a graph, I can tell you what's going to... If it's already like an old one, I can tell you what's going to happen. It's there in front of my face.
It's there in front of you, exactly. Yeah. Do you see my point? But if they're not doing it in real time, like, look, yeah, like from here or whatnot, that takes skill. Like, doing it like in genuine real time, that takes skill. But you know, guys so the average YouTube video goes like this, yeah? It's a guy that no one really knows, no credentials. No one cares, no one even thinks about that immediately. Like, new people, they don't think about these things. This is how they get they get scummed by these people, yeah. Because anyone can make a video, anyone can upload a YouTube. Bro, I can upload a cooking video.
Yeah.
I can't cook. I told you, I can't.
You can upload a cooking video, call yourself a chef.
Yeah, but I can make Omar cooks and I can present myself as a chef. And then I can sell a cookbook. Yeah. The cookbook can be stolen. Or it could be my mom's. Do you see my point?
Yeah, I hear you.
It's the same with traders, bro. I'll tell you something, yeah? Before I went into the ICT's mentorship, I went on YouTube. Everyone goes on YouTube. Immediately, the first thing you do is how to trade, whatnot, right? As beginners, noobs, whatnot. So I joined a guy's group, yeah? How was I better than him?
For real?
I was better than him. I joined his group because obviously, bro, the marketing and whatnot, you know, it gets you, whatnot. I say this all the time, yeah? Selling dreams to the desperate is a business. I was desperate. I had no money. Well, I didn't have the money that I wanted. This guy made it look like he has a solution to that. He's giving me the dream, whatnot. It was in Dubai, whatnot, at the time. When I was like 20, 19, I thought that's the life that I thought he made it. If you're in Dubai, I thought you made it. Don't think that anymore, but I think if you're in Dubai, you kind of made it. And then I joined his group. Stop loss. I'm seeing trades. I'm seeing like I would do the opposite of him. Like it's called fading. Yeah. I'd fade him. Like he's selling gold. I'd buy it here. And I was thinking, what the hell? I actually got, and then I tried asking for a refund, but no refund policy. You know how it goes.
And when you're trading, and you're now trained in trading, you can always learn more, right?
To an extent, it's a thing where if you see trading, it's not a thing like that, bro. Honestly, it's not. Like if you got a system that works, you don't need a new system. You just have to exploit that system. So you'll make refinements and iterations of it. Like you'll make like a better. You'll look at things that you can remove a bit of waste. So like something's clearly losing more, or maybe a market is losing more for you, or a certain condition like you don't really do well on reversals. Cut out reversal trades, maybe just focus on continuations. But changing the whole shebang, nah, you would never do that. And people that say they do that, again, like, you know, being a trader, you can tell like who's fake straight away. Because let me tell you something, yeah? And saying what I said now, if a guy is changing his strategy every other week, what do you think's happening to him?
He's losing money.
He's getting his ass handed to him, bro. Yeah. And how many people do you think, if you spoke to them, they can even tell you their trade plan? They don't even have a trade plan, bro. These people hit and hope. Buy their strategy is inshallah and buy, bro.
Matt said inshallah and buy.
That's it.
So do you train people how to trade?
Yeah, I do.
All right, so here's my question. And this ain't a dig at you.
Yeah.
You make good money, right?
Yeah.
You're doing well, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I've never understood this. You can obviously give me knowledge on this. I've never understood. If you're doing really, really well and you're making money, why are you teaching other people?
It's more money. And I'll be real. So at one point, I was doing more off trading than my group. I've scaled my group quite decently in the last 6 months. I've scaled it pretty nicely, to be honest. Where like I wouldn't even have to trade, and I'd make, alhamdulillah, I'll make a very pretty penny of just my group. But my group, they know this as well. They know that. But do you know what the question is? Yeah, it's like this. Other than trading as well, I do other things other than trading and teaching trading as well. Yeah. It's just an extension of your income source. But I think the genuine question is more like, how much of it are you transferring it to other people? The people you're training, how much money are they making? Or their success stories, whatnot. I feel like if you're genuinely giving value for something that's quite affordable, I think it's a win-win for both parties. It's just genuine business, isn't it?
How much has your group made?
Like
how much have they profited, your group?
1.1 million to date.
1.1 million paid out?
No. And the receipts are there, by the way. Like, it's all there, Telegram channel. There's QR codes that can be scanned. Like, you can't fake it. Do you see my point? I had a podcast with someone on another channel. He done $250,000. He made $250,000.
From your group?
Yeah. He done $250,000. Bro, there's people I trained. I got one story. And this guy is under the radar because he doesn't like the limelight. He's younger than me, yeah? You know, I never told this story to anyone. Wallahi, one would say it's a true story. He was in my group, yeah? I charged 90 a month. It's never changed. Like, even with all, like, the more, like, you know, like, if you're getting results, people increase it because they think your stock price gone up. It's the same to flat. Anyway, this guy was 19 at the time, yeah? Or 18 at the time. He was like, bro, I'm short for this month. He's like, I need to pay the gas meter for my mum. I told him, bro, cool. I don't really like to say things that I do, but I told him, bro, I'll cover your gas meter. Stay in the group is cool. You know, that guy, yeah? I think over 300 packs.
In what time span?
2 years. Like, seriously? Bro, genuinely, yeah?
And what did he start with?
It was through funded accounts, so it's not his own money.
So how much does he make from that?
minimum 80. No, I'm saying the paid out. I'm saying the splits is more. I'm saying his split was that much, bro.
So explain a funded account to us for people. I'm not too knowledgeable on funded accounts. Explain it to me and the viewers watching. What is a funded account and how do you make money from it? How you leverage it?
Okay, cool. So there's companies, there's a lot of them. You got to be careful. I'd always go with the more like reputable ones, yeah. So they offer you a challenge, yeah, and it's traditionally 2 steps. First step, 10% with a 10% drawdown. So for example, they'll give you, and they vary. So you've got 10K all the way to 200K, yeah. So let's say 100K is easy with the numbers. You got 10% drawdown overall, and you got a 5% daily drawdown. So if you lose 10K, you lose.
They take the account off you.
They take the account off you. If you lose 5% in one day, you lose. So you can lose 4% in one day, 4% again, and then 2%. You'll hit the overall drawdown. But if you lose 5% in one day, it's gone. It's gone. It's whatever. And the goal is to make 10%. There's no time limit. There used to be time limits, bro, but there's no time limits anymore. It's
10% a what? So you can just make 10% a year?
No, you have to make 10% on the account, and then you get to phase 2.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah.
And these challenges, obviously, they cost money, but it's a fraction of the price. So a 100K account is like £400.
But you've got to go through these tests.
But you got to go through the test, right?
Okay.
And then phase 2 is the same drawdowns, 5% daily, 10% overall, but it's 5% profit target. So it's a bit easier than phase 1. And then when you got that, you got the account, and it's all demo. It's not real money. It's a simulated account. But the promise is this: people say, how do they make money off it? You know how many people fail these accounts, bro? You got people, it's the best and the worst thing to happen in trading, because it's only added to the get rich quick scheme. Because now you got guys saying, bro, you can get 100K funded from this company.
That's what I've heard. I'll be honest with you.
So then you got people, they just go and jump on it straight away, and people got money, bro. There's a lot of people out there that got more money than brains. They will throw money, hoping they'll pass one. Do you see my point? That's what these influencers do, by the way. These influencers, trust me, they will buy an account. You know what full porting is, yeah?
Tell me.
They'll full port it, 5% risk, yeah? So the drawdown, they got 5%. They'll risk the entire 5%, because then they only need to make a little move in the market to pass the challenge. But they'll lose so many, bro, you only see the winner. Do you see my point? You only see the winner. Because what they don't show you is how much, there's a thing called your challenge to pass ratio. What do you think that challenge to pass ratio is? Probably low. And by the way, if you spend 10K on challenges and you make 5K payout, you're still net negative 5K. But it looks good. It looks like I made 5K. How much money did you spend to make the 5K though?
Yeah,
that's bad business, bro. In any business. If I buy a car for 5K and sell it for a K, that's bad business. Do you see my point? So cool. Then you get to then you pass the funded challenge when you do phase 1 and phase 2. Yeah. And then, so industry standard is like 80% split. Some got 80%, some goes up to 90%, right?
In whose favor?
Your favor.
Okay.
So it's very good. It's very enticing, isn't it? Did you still have the same drawdown? So 10%.
So this is now real money.
It's not real. It's simulated. It's in a demo account. But their promise to you is the profits made, they'll pay you for it. The payout is from other income streams that company has. So the main...
Why would they do that?
Okay, I'll give you an example, yeah?
So I've got hold on, let me understand it. So I've got a £100,000 funded account.
It's demo.
Demo.
Yeah.
I make £1,000 today. No, I make £1,000 10 grand this month, 10% this month.
I'll pay you 9K.
The company, you're going to pay me 9K?
Yeah, I'll pay you 9K.
9K?
Yeah.
But how are they even making money?
Do you know how many people? Do you know how many? Yeah, because it's not through there. It's a fact that I'm gonna promise to make you them. I'm gonna promise to pay you the money. I'm gonna promise to pay you the money. How I pay you the money is not through that account. The way I'm gonna pay you the money is, you see, people fail the challenges. More people, bro. 90% of traders lose money. It's probably a bit better now, to be honest. It's still 85%. 85% of people, look, do the maths, bro. 100K challenge, yeah. People only jump into these 100Ks, by the way. £400. How many people trade around the world? You know, the biggest funded company, do you know how much they netted?
Tell me.
I think 100 million. You think they can't pay you out if you make £1 million? They paid out guys that made £1 million. That's chump change to them, bro.
Is there funded companies that don't pay you out?
Yeah, 100%. But the thing is, they're cheap and they're crap and they're run by influencers. An influencer that trades doesn't mean they know how to run a business. You're a trader, you're not a businessman. Do you see my point? Because when you're running a business, it's nothing to do with trading. It's about legals, running customer service, running these things, back end, front end, whatnot, promotion. They can't do it. So A lot of prop firms come up and they close like very quickly. They rug pull. There's been a lot of rug pulls. They don't pay people out, whatnot. But I say all the time, go with the better established ones. They're a bit more expensive, but your money's somewhere safe. Do you see my point? It's like buying a Cat S car.
Yeah.
It's going to give you a problem soon. Go buy something a bit better, low mileage. It's a bit more expensive, but it's probably worth your money.
So do you have funded accounts?
No. Not
You
in
don't,
my name. No.
You don't deal with funded accounts?
Personally, no. Not myself.
So what do you deal with? How do you give advice on trading? You said you have
So
a group.
I trade money as well. But remember what I said to you earlier at the start of this podcast? It's through an umbrella.
Okay.
It's there's a safety net behind it. So take the money, whatnot. There's an umbrella, and I get a split of it. The split's not as good as 90-10, but these people, they're helpful in other aspects other than trading, like real estate, whatnot. I've got my foot into loads of things just off knowing these people and helping them.
And so
And
with
all you got to do, by the way, sorry to cut
No,
you.
go on.
You see, in the investment mode, what you got to do is kind of just match or beat the S&P. You kind of just have to beat you. So the guy that I was speaking to that got me into it, right? He was saying, like, you see, 10 years ago, or like, I don't know, a bit longer than that, when interest rates were like 1 or 2%, investors, if you give them 5% back in a year, they're over the moon.
They're buzzing.
But now interest rates are a bit higher than that. So you kind of have to beat it. So like, ballpark figure 13% a year.
13.
13.
So you try and aim for 13% for your people that are in your part of your trading group.
Pretty much. And then it gets, so I'm trying to like negotiate a few things like salary or whatnot, because I don't have a salary with them. So it's kind of like more of a, if you want to call it commission based. I mean, I've tried to haggle them down for like a salary now, because what if a bad year happens? Like ultimately a very bad year. That's where the other income streams come and help you out, right? Like, this is me being honest as well. You know, guys will tell you straight up, bro, like, I only make money trading. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you straight up, even the best traders, yeah, Larry Williams, there's a lot of good traders out there. Like, they're verified. I'm talking, they traded for like funds. Why did they sell books? Why did they have courses themselves? And bro, these are guys are big level, bro. They're talking 8-9 figure funds. They sold books, they sold this, they sold that.
So one thing I want to understand then regarding your trading platform, do you accept anyone into it?
No.
How do they join your community?
So it's not open that you can just pay money and join a link and you get into the Discord and you get a bot saying, hey, welcome, this, that, like generic. So I got a system and it's a one-man show. I run all of it, by the way. So there's a requirement process. You got like, so I have 3 videos. You got to watch it, take notes, like written notes, and then a commitment letter. And then you have to give that application. And if it's rubbish, like half-hearted, like some guys, you can just tell it's like 1-2 lines.
Yeah.
People think it goes to like a system, and it's, bro, I'm on the back end. I open the file, I see everything, whatnot. And then I just reach out to them if they made it. A lot of people get denied. I can show you, bro. If I type in if the words on Telegram search application denied, you'll see like, yeah, loads get denied.
And do you trade for them, or do you just give them signals?
No. So it's education. So you
actually teach them how to trade?
I teach them how to trade. So I got like a channel. I got like a 200 plus videos, whatnot. It's ongoing. So like every week there will be like a new video, and then they learn it. But it's very structured. This is the thing, yeah. You see, when I made it, I kind of thought if I was to learn again, how would I do it? I have a little brother. If he ever wanted to trade, he can just learn from there. Do you get it?
Yeah.
He wouldn't really even need me. He can just go there. So it's made with that kind of like that intimacy. Like it's something I'd give to my own blood. Like, do you get me? So it's structured. All you got to do, and bro, you know, it's so crazy. Yeah? All you got to do is go top to bottom. There's homeworks, submit them. If you need help, ask me. I'm very responsive. Some people can't even follow a structure, bro. Like, I get people, they come, they make it through the requirement process. I don't know, like they just done the notes to try to get in, whatnot. But then like the work stops. Like, it's like watching Netflix, yeah? You watch season 1, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, then season 2, whatnot, how many seasons there are, right? But some guys, it's like going season 1, episode 3 to season 4, episode 2, back to season 1, whatnot.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's a mess. Bro, I can't, like, without being arrogant and rude, yeah, I think I've just come to like a term like, bro, a lot of people are just stupid. Like, how can you not follow like a simple structure, right? Do you see my point?
A lot of people are just stupid.
Like following like a simple structure. The worst thing, you know, that one character trait I hate about people is like, you know, when someone gives you, when they seek advice, you give advice, but they don't take advice.
Yeah.
That's one thing I hate. That's a lot of people as well.
So what other businesses are you involved in? You said obviously trading is one of your hustles.
Yeah.
What other businesses are you involved in?
I don't do it anymore. I mean, I'll do it if it makes sense. Crypto for cash.
Okay. Yeah.
I've done very well for that, especially like in like this time last year. But that's cash, innit? So. Yeah. I don't like to deal with too much cash because I just went and bought watches with it basically, and then I'm not really even into watches anymore. And then cars and real estate. That's it.
Where's your real estate?
Like household property.
No, so, I mean where?
This country? In the UK. I'm not into the whole off-plan Dubai. I'm not really into it. I heard too many horror stories. So talking back to the links that I have right through the trading, yeah, does well in real estate, bro.
This guy.
Yeah. And he's close to home. And he's like an uncle, bro. He treats me like a son. He's proper nice. I can hit him up anytime, whatnot. And he's like to me, he's like, look, yeah, we don't do mortgages. So I told him, look, yeah. He's like, bro, if you can do mortgages, you go buy a whole road. Like, do you get me? Like, whatnot. I told him, I don't want to do like that. Because I feel like the minute I try to do that, life will go wrong. So I avoided it. He told me make X amount and then it will make sense for you to do it. So I was like, yeah, okay, when I can put that to the side, I'll hit you up. And all it is basically he has good links, whatnot. There's always someone that inherits the house that is willing to sell it quickly, bro. Under the market deals. He's very smart, you know. Basically, he just tells his philosophy in real estate is find underutilized space that's undervalued, utilize it and sell it for the market price. So, like for example, yeah, commercial property, it's 3 units right now, but they're big. Make it into 5 units. You're getting per unit. And then sell it on for more. Or planning permission, bro. Find something. These lot got flats next to it. You can build flats next to it. You never want to be the first guy for planning permission.
Yeah, long day.
Because you got to fight tooth and nail with the council. But if someone's already got it, you can build planning permission there. It's going to be easier. So he's like, he has a very good architect, gets planning permission. Bro, when you get planning permission, those numbers are ridiculous. Yeah. Like they're easily especially in Dubai. Bro, you can very easily double your money in a year. And in the real estate game, doubling your money is like the dog's bollocks because it's a slow. So like, for example, usually you're working on like 10% margins on the higher end. So like 500k property, you'll try to sell it for like 560, 550.
Yeah.
And that's a good deal to them.
I've got a question regarding trading.
Yeah.
Is it haram or halal?
Personal accounts, like depositing it through like a broker with leverage, definitely like a very big grey area. There's reasons for, reasons not. People say it's a grey area, I'll leave it. But funded accounts, there's no leverage in them. So there was actually a video gets sent to me. The mosque's actually like I know that mosque actually, and there was one thing that the person said, and he's like, yeah, it's a funded account simulate, but where the problem lies is that they copy your trades. So you're basically allowing them to copy if they don't. You know the prop firms, yeah, what they did. The reason why, remember I said that big prop firm went down?
Yeah.
Because they said they basically lied. It was false advertisement, yeah. They went, like, the regulators got them. They said the money first was real.
They said, so
they said everyone, you're trading real money, which you're not.
Okay.
All prop firms now say it's simulated demo money. Because it doesn't sell as nice saying you're trading demo money. Do you see my point? These prop firms, they say all types of things to sell. Do you see my point? It's a business to them. Another thing they say is, we copy our best traders. No, you don't. You know how much risk there is to copy a trader? Like, you don't know. Like, that's you're not. So there's prop firm, simulated prop firm online. And then you got brick and mortar prop firm. Brick and mortar prop firm is a dog's bollocks.
What is that?
Brick and mortar prop firm is basically like brick and mortar. Like, so it's an actual like trade floor.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you got sim accounts, which is like this online thing, the new age, right? Brick and mortar prop firms, there's a whole thing to go. You get interviewed. They ask you for proof that you trade, like a track record. That's an easy way to see how profitable someone is, by the way, a track record. And then they'll give you money to trade. Brother that just bought your £500 account, you're going to copy trade him just because he could afford your account. You won't really do that. Do you see my point? So prop firms, they say these things, yeah, but they don't do them. They don't copy your trades. There's no proof that anyone's been copy traded ever. I don't think any platform can come out and say, yeah, we copy traded this person. If anything, yeah, they want you to lose. They genuinely want you to lose.
Because it's profit for them. It's all
because it's profit if you lose. But this is the thing then. You know, people say, why the hell would I go to them if they want to lose? Would you say they're successful poker players?
Would I say they're successful poker? Of course, yeah.
There's a poker championship, bro. It's a sport. Why is there no slot machine championships?
Because it's all just luck.
Because it's luck. But why is there poker?
It's skill.
Because there's a skill based in it. Of course, there's luck in it as well. Like the cards, whatnot.
Yeah,
but it's how you play the cards. I don't play poker, but bro, I love watching it. Because it's very similar to trading. What did good poker players do? Pocket aces and face cards. They wait for that. If not, they're trying to fold. Unless they're small blind or big blind, they'll try to play it because you got to put a bit of risk on. Bro, trading is the same thing. If you're waiting for a pocket ace trade every single time, what do you think the chance of you doing well in over 50 trades is going to be? If you're waiting for face cards every single time.
Yeah, it's not going to be very.
But then you see the poker, bro. You see it in lockdown. I played this app on a PlayStation called Prominence Poker with my friends.
Yeah.
I was smoking them all day long. All day long.
Do you think your trading skills come
100 million %. 100 million %. Because they were playing anything to try and make a straight 9 and 7. Okay, I just need. They're hoping now that the river and the flop is going to give them the straight. But that's hope. Why are you going off hope? Look at your cards, they're rubbish. That's in your head. That's not real life yet. Do you see my point?
Did you fold a lot of cards?
100 million %. 100 million %. Unless obviously you banter sometimes, just go all in. It's a game at the end of the day. But I'm saying I only played cards where I got double 10, or if I got like 9, 10. Like, you know, something where I can work off of. If I got something like 2 of clubs and a 7 of diamonds, bro, what am I going to do with that? You're not going to do
That's luck. You're just waiting for
But trading is very similar. Trading, people say that, you know, it's a gambling aspect. There's a fine line between trading being trading and trading being gambling. Give a gambler a MetaTrader account. He's going to treat it like a flipping Bet365 account. Do you see my point?
So a spread bet, that's gambling, right?
So spread bet is basically like people use it, traders use it just because it's easy on taxes, but it's just labeled as spread betting.
So what would you class that as? Gambling?
No, I wouldn't. It depends. How's the person doing it? But I wouldn't call it a gamble because you see the same stat, 90% of people fail. It's the same with startups. 90% of startups fail.
I'll tell you my reasoning behind why I asked the halal and haram thing. Me and my boys would sit down, we have a chat about it every single night, I'll be honest with you. It's always a convo. We're on Call of Duty, we're playing, and we'll actually have arguments, like full-on arguments over it. I'm going to be straight up and honest, yeah? If you are a experienced trader and you do your research like yourself, I don't think it's haram. You actually look at the markets, you read it, you understand it, you research what you're trading before, you know the market, you check politics, you actually sit, before you place a trade, you don't just go on it and
But the problem isn't this. You know the problem for the haram and halal is not what you're saying. It's not the gambling. They don't say it's gambling. It's the leverage.
Okay, but it can be, so hear me out. So you do research before you place a trade, yeah? Or you read the chart.
Strategy.
There's
strategy.
But there's research behind it all, right? Yeah. You're not just going to go and click it and think, yeah, inshallah, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
For me, if I was going to start trading, I open an MT4 account, I invest 5K. Yeah. And I just go on there and I think, yeah, I'm going to double this. Click, 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 click. And I do it.
Yeah.
I make $5,000. That's gambling, right?
You treat it like gambling, so yeah.
So that's my part of where I believe haram and halal. The leverage side of it, that's a different conversation.
But, you know, but gambling is not only done in the bookies. Do you see my point?
Yeah.
It's not only done in the bookies. Bro, people in my school play money. You know what money up is?
Yeah, of course.
Money up's done on a wall anywhere. That's not bookies. That's still gambling.
But that's gambling, right?
It can be gambling. That's what I'm saying. If you're treating it, if you're going in there with, I'll tell you, do you know what a gamble is, yeah?
Tell me.
You're either losing a lot or winning a lot.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what a gamble is. Well, it's not like that, but a good way to know if you're in a gamble is you're either going to win a lot or you're going to lose a lot. Trading, it shouldn't be like that. If you're trading with an intention, yeah, it's a portion of your account or net worth. There's 2 ways. So, for example, if it's a portion of account, let's say you put in 100K. On a personal account, risk, up to like 3% a trade. You got 33 shots to make. Yeah. Your stats tell you that on average you got 60% win rate, and when you win twice as much as you lose. What's your equity curve going to look like in a long run?
Win?
In the long run, as long as you can keep to that strategy and not blow up, you should have a good curve. Obviously, there's a mental aspect to it. Like, people lose and then they go on what we call a tilt, and then they blow up their account, right? Some people as well, like I know people that do this. I've done this as well. They put in a portion. So like, let's say I see a currency pair, because I have majority currency market, is going to a very high time frame, like daily, weekly level, where I think it's going to reverse from here. I would fund like something where I want to put onto that trade, like let's say it's like 5K or 10K. And I'd put that whole account on risk of that trade idea. But it's not bad risk management because I already decided
you're willing to lose.
I'm willing to lose that. It's a portion of my net worth that I'm willing to do it like that. Do you see my point? But if you deposited like a very large amount, like 100K, and you think, okay, like I can't lose this money, all of it, then you should risk only a portion that you're willing to lose. There's a saying, yeah, if you can't sleep with your position on, you risk too much.
Yeah, that's true.
You see my
That's
point?
true.
If you can't sleep with the position running, bro, you probably risk too much. And it's also a noob thing as well. Like, emotions never go. Like, bro, I lose. Like, shit. Like, that feeling always feels bad. Like, you feel wrong. You know, feeling wrong is a bad feeling in general, right? When you just know you're wrong, right? But it's how you act on it. It's like, you know, like as children, a child when he gets angry crashes out. A man shouldn't crash out when he's angry. But it's still anger. The emotion is still there. It's just you learn to, how you act on it changes. You mature. Do you see my point?
Do you ever have sleepless nights?
Over trading, no.
Did you ever have sleepless nights?
100 million%. Bro, when I was full margined into GBP, JPY, you think I slept? I was even looking up, like, I was in profit. I was looking at my phone, happy or smiling, bro.
Trading, do you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've had my fair shares of trading, yeah? I'm not a trader. I'm nowhere near a trader. I'll be honest, I go on it and I have fun. That's the truth. I'll put in what I'm willing to lose. And if I make money, I make money. If I lose it, I'm like, okay, cool. I knew I was going to lose it. But
then why go into it?
No, I'm willing to lose it.
Okay.
Cool. I never knew I'm willing to lose it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But when you're in a trade, one thing I will say, there is nothing you can do on this world that feels like that.
When you're on the right side of it?
Either.
Nothing beats it, bro.
Like when you're in that trade and you just see it, that candle going up or down, whatever you want, I don't think there's any job or anything that even comes close to it.
You know, when you're on the right side of the market, yeah, bro, it feels like you can fly. There's no better feeling than being on the right side of the market so you can shave a stop loss. Like, you can be break even on the trade. So the worst outcome is break even. You lose nothing, bro. In that scenario, when you're up that much profit, and by the way, your worst case scenario, your stop loss can even be in profit. By the way, So like, your worst case scenario is you're only making £100. What better feeling is there in the world, bro? Like, do you know what I mean?
The worst thing is though, when that happens, you're up like 2 bags, and then the stop loss is there, and it hits that stop loss. That it does burn a little bit.
You see as well. That's important as well, because there's equity curves for that. Yeah, so you got realized gains, and you got unrealized gains. So your unrealized gains is always probably going to be higher than your realized gains.
Yeah,
because no one ever takes profit at the right amount of time. You see, there's a gap. The gap between the two curves. Yeah, so there's going to be a curve that goes like this, and then a curve that goes above it. Mm-hmm. You want that curve, the difference between those two, to be small. Because if your unrealized curve is a lot higher than your realized curves, you got to take profit problem. Do you see my point? But bro, how many people, you see this? You think these Instagram gurus care about that?
No, they don't give a shit.
Bro, trading is very stats focused. The stats, they don't lie. I'll give you an example, bro. It's that results don't lie. Results, it's very easy. Yeah? You see a lot of people that get tricked by testimonials.
Yeah.
Where the testimonials mean nothing.
I'm listening, sorry.
Because you see, I can take a noob off the street and show him you know what trend line is, yeah? Mm-hmm. I can show him a trend line bounce in real price where it worked every single time. And the noob's going to think, oh my God, I just learned like something groundbreaking. I just learned like, where the testimonials, bro, you can fake chats with a friend. I can message my friend right now saying, oh, send me a picture of a car and say that, oh my God, thank you to you, I just bought my dream car.
Yeah, it can all be faked. Everything can be faked.
But you can't fake results and doing it for that long, bro.
They say people talk, what is it? People lie, numbers don't.
Yeah, numbers don't. 100%. So these people that say they're so great, yeah, cool. If you're teaching someone how to trade, how much of it have you transferred to them? How can you make money and your group doesn't make money? If you're giving trades if you're giving trade ideas to your group, yeah, but they're not making money, that's a red flag.
Yeah, if you're giving someone ideas, you should be making money as well. You should both be.
Yeah, because it's transferable. Money. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not even that, your skill set, bro. If you got like a boxing coach there that's taught people and they're constantly 0-10, do Do you think he's a good boxing coach?
You're gonna be like, yeah, bun that guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see, if you become more objective with these type of people, yeah, online, take it with a grain of salt. You'll cut out the FUD real quick.
And one thing I want to touch on is, before we start wrapping up, is AI algorithms.
Yeah.
Before you laugh at it, and before you be like, yo, allow all of it, do you think in the future AI algorithms will be there?
They're here already.
No, in the sense as, do you think they'll be good? Because I know you're going to rip them.
They're already good.
Okay. So
but the good ones, they're not on Instagram trying to sell it to you for £50, bro. Bro, look, yeah, I know guys, they're called quants.
Quants.
You've got two types of traders. You've got quants and you've got discretionary traders.
Okay.
This is how it works, yeah. Discretionary trader is discretionary. Obviously, it's someone without a bot. Mm-hmm. It's a person. Quants, they got bots trading it. Usually it's arbitrage, right? You see, if I had a bot that worked, I can go to someone that's funding or dealing with funds right now and tell him I could score a good deal with him. Well, I don't want to go sell it to matey for £50 when I can go sell it to this guy, tell him I want 50k a year to run my bot on your thingy. Here's the stats, here's that. Or buy it off me, yeah, for 6 figures. How many sales, £50 do you need to do to make 100k?
Long day. Yeah, but with a trading, but one thing I want to say is a lot of the markets is based on politics as well. Massively. We've seen Trump can tweet once and the market can crash or the market can blow up.
Sensitive to these world affairs, yeah.
Elon Musk can do the same. He has a lot of power in it. A lot of people have a lot of power over the markets. How can a bot prepare for that?
It doesn't. A bot, literally what it does is you see these bots, how they make it. They're all repackaged. The ones you're going off of like social media. I've seen them. I've dealt with them. I know people that make bots. I have a bot. But It's not like for the public. It doesn't do what people think, like trade price. Bots are different. So you got bots that are tools to help you reading the price. So I got like something that helps me know like, is the next daily candle like to go higher or slower?
And your bot tells you that?
Yeah. But it doesn't trade that. It's a tool for me.
Okay.
Do you see my point?
Yeah.
It doesn't trade it.
It'll be like an indicator.
Basically like an indicator. I don't set it before people kind of ask. It's not like it's for me. Like it's just for me and that's it. And these bots, you see, I say it all the time. If someone had a bot, yeah, again, if someone claims to be so great or to have a bot that's so great, because prop firms, a lot of them allow you to have a bot. And you're talking about like prop firm passing bots.
Yeah.
You see like, we'll pass your prop firm with this bot. Should I tell you something here? Bro, why don't they go and pass every prop firm? They can get 5 million in prop firm funding, yeah? 1% is 50k. Why don't they go do it? Why do they want you? Why? Do you see it just don't add up, bro. Unless they're doing it themselves and saying, yeah, I can bring you in, whatnot. But if a bot was so good, bro, literally you would go and sell it to I'll tell you a real story, yeah. I know a guy, you see, he had a bot that was exploiting crypto exchanges.
Exploiting it.
Yeah, that's what bots do. When people do quants, bro, they're exploiting price. So he was saying that this exchange was slow on price. It wasn't picking up the price from a different. He was saying like the actual price coming from a different broker was ahead. This one was behind.
Okay. Yeah. I get
so
it.
He was saying if price was going lower or higher on that one, and then it will happen a bit after on that one. He was exploiting that crypto exchange, bro. He showed me his equity curve, yeah. And this guy, I don't even know him like that, right? I don't even know him like that. And he messaged me because I don't know. He probably thought like I can reach out to him and then whatnot. And he was showing me genuinely, bro, 27% in 2 weeks. Do you know how nuts that is?
That's massive, though. Right?
Nuts,
That's
bro.
massive.
That is 7% in 2 weeks. He was saying, bro, I want to exploit this until it's patched. He's like, get me. He's like, I know you got capital. You can get. He's like, get me capital. I was like, bro, I can't put a face to you. I can't do it. But if so and so whatnot, then we can. But it was legit. Like, bro, I know how to check if something's legit.
And that was fully legit.
That was fully legit. There's people as well. You see, like between brokerages, they exploit the prices between them. But if you get caught, you kind of get banned. Like it's like exploiting a casino, they'll ban you, say you can't play it. If you're card counting, if you're card counting. So if you get exploited, because they know that there's always something that can get exploited in price. That's what the quants do.
So one sec, hold on, rewind, because that guy must be emmed off right now. So he had a bot that was giving you basically.
It was doing it for him. It was connect. I don't know what he did. What I'm assuming is there. So there's something called API data. You know what that is?
Yeah, I know API.
So I think he was getting the API data from both feeds, the price feeds, and he was just getting that, and he was basically doing on every candle, whatever he was doing, buy and sell. If this buy, if like bots, there's a lot of if then do this or do that, and he was just doing that 27%. and he'll show me it.
So if he made 20%, so he should have made big bread.
It depends on the capital he's doing, though. That's why he reached
but
out.
even if, but listen,
But it was 27% in 2 weeks, though. But there was also like losses in it as well. But he
was
good,
up 27%.
Yeah, I'm not saying he done 27% every 2 weeks. I don't know what he's doing now. This was like 8 months ago, like not like summer last year.
Mm-hmm.
But that's real bot trading, bro. Not your
quick £50 bot.
Quick. Oh yeah, we got a £50 bot that all it does is it buys gold as it goes down until it, and then but those bots as well, they either do really well or they blow your money up, bro.
Yeah. Listen, me personally, I've looked into trading. I think it's amazing. It's the adrenaline you get.
Can I just touch on that? Yeah, for the audience, you know, it's only gotten easier. I know it's coming rich for me because it's like I have a service for it, yeah. But I'm telling you genuinely, yeah. See these prop firms. Before everyone used to say, "Oh, but I need the capital." The capital's not a problem now. You can get $500,000 funding from a very like safe prop firms. Yeah, like they're very reliable. They pay out. You can get 500K funding very easily. Well, not very easy, but it's accessible. It's there for everyone to do it. It doesn't discriminate. All you got to do is learn how to trade now. Literally, before it was learning how to trade and getting capital.
But I think one of the problems is because when I've looked into trading, it's very hard as well now to find a trusted person who's teaching you how to trade.
So, you know, I got a free Telegram channel, yeah? And there's like, if people want to join the paid stuff, by all means, you can try and apply whenever it opens. But I give free resources to people. If you want something just on YouTube, the guy that I learned from, he has loads of stuff on YouTube. His YouTube is literally just type in ICT trading, and his YouTube channel is the Inner Circle Trader. I'm not gatekeeping. Do you see my point? He has a lot of work. He's very boring, yeah? He's not like these people that they clickbait you and then thingy. He's got like lecture style, university style type boring things, yeah? But if you watch all of his stuff and you do the graph with it, in a year's time, you'll probably be in a bit like you'll be more knowledgeable. I'm not saying you'll make money,
more comfortable,
but it's a process. Do you see my point? You'll definitely be like in a better place than where you started from. If you want if you want to do the solo route, go through that way. Go on his channel and do that. 100%. I'll always tell, because I got people that say, bro, I can't afford it, whatnot, this, that, whatever. I say, yeah, bro, use that.
And what advice would you give to the youth out there watching this, thinking, I want to become a trader?
It's hard
because a lot of them look online.
Yeah,
they see these guys, nice cars, Lambos, this, and everyone says it's trading.
Can I tell you something, bro? Anyone under the age of 30, yeah, unless you got dumb money with a supercar, is an idiot, in my opinion.
Why?
Okay, let's say 25, under the age of 25, yeah. Buy a supercar. Unless you got crazy investments elsewhere, it's the dumbest thing you can do. The tax, number one. Unless they don't even pay taxes, they're even dumber then, right? That, the maintenance of it, your insurance when you're under 25 for it.
Long day.
Sure, there's going to be people if you can afford it. So I'm saying, I think at that age, at that point of your life, you should invest it smart. There's a lot of ways to see who's irresponsible, man. And when I see guys that flexing, it shows a lot about your personality. Do you see my point? You know what you flex? It says a lot about your personality. Definitely. Like you see a guy with 5711 Patek, you know, he's got like, he's classy. But you know, in my opinion, if you've got like big AP bust downs, you're a bit more loud personality, probably likes to go on a holiday a lot, whatnot. Do you see my point? So yeah, I mean, if you're trying to learn, if you're trying to learn, if you're interested in trading, understand, yeah, it's going to take some time, years, whatnot. But look, this is what I say to people, yeah. Don't put money into an account straight away. Focus on learning. Because look, if you're not losing money, there's no reason to quit. You know why people quit? Because they lose money very fast. So if you can avoid that and take that out of your journey, your longevity increases. Do you see my point? Because when people come into trading, they buy an account straight away. They try to gamble. They gamble, essentially. They lose a lot and they say, this is a scam. But you just got into the wrong end of trading. If you go in and you're not losing money, especially if you're very young, 18, under 21, even under 21 is young. If you spend minimal, you're responsible essentially with your money. You're not buying these accounts blowing up. You're doing affordable. If you pay for an affordable education or you go through the free route, you're not breaking your bank. What reason is there to quit?
Yeah.
What reason is there to quit? Just give it time. Give it time. Some of the biggest traders, bro, you know, you listen to the story, they tell you 7 years I got my ass kicked. And then I say to people anyway, time passes. Bro, I have people, yeah. You know that guy that made $250,000? and verified. It's not me, my word of mouth, whatnot. Like verified receipts. The prop firms that he was using, they're even like shouting him out, saying, "Yeah, he made X amount, whatnot, this, that." He was losing for some time before he made that money. Do you see my point? And your journey is always going to be like, you can't time success, bro. Do you see my point? You like the most successful point in your life, yeah? Could you have known that was coming like 2 years ago?
No way.
It just happens. And you don't even know it's happened until it's happened. Do you see my point? It's the same thing. So if you're going to go into trading, give it as long as possible. Don't, there's no point to quit unless you're losing stupid money. I'm telling you how to stay in the game. Don't buy very expensive things that you can't afford. Don't go in straight away with live accounts. There's simulation, innit? So like there's like demo and there's even like simulated platforms where you can practice and they tell you your stats, your win rate, your P&L, whatnot. Do that until you got good stats. And then you kind of know you're good to go. Do you see my point? Then it's kind of like taking the stabilizers off your bike, go for a ride.
No, I hear that. I respect that massively. And one thing I'll say about trading, what I've learned is you've got to learn when to take profit. Because if you make 1% a day, which isn't hard to make 1%, if you make 1% a day, that's 30% a month, which is massive.
If you make 1% a day in the world I'm in, you'll get 10 million. The guy will call you, say he will deposit 10 million, bro. 1% a day is not easy work.
I hear that, but 1% a day, if you make 1% a day, you don't need to aim for more. That's what I'm trying to explain is like I've done it where I've made 10% and I'm like, that was easy. I need to make more now. Sometimes you need to learn, okay, you've done well. You don't even need to train
controlling
for 10
the
days.
greed.
Yeah.
Greed is
a killer.
It's greed and fear. You want to be in the middle. Do you see my point? Because you don't want to be fearful to the point you're scared to hit the button. And you don't want to be greedy where you think you're bulletproof, because the market will just turn on you, bro. Like I've been up trades, dumb trades, bro. Like
what's the highest you've been on a trade?
Like P&L wise.
Yeah.
Shy of 6 figures.
Okay.
Like just shy. Just shy. Like in one trade. Yeah, just shy of 6 figures. On the prop firm, the biggest P&L I had for the month, I think, was like 50K. That's after the splits, like 60K. On their P&L, my payout was 50K of that. Before that was like 40K. I've had 10Ks. I don't know, it's a curse. I think, but if I get a bit more capital, bro, yeah, it will be relatively, inshallah, it'll be easy, man.
What's your pot at the minute?
7 figures.
Okay, mashallah.
Not a crazy 7 figures, but it's good. And it's very scalable. Like it's, you're just a good year away, you can double it. Or you're just one guy that's invested, another investor. There could just be another, it could be another a million added. Because we have a thing. We don't take small investments. When you're doing the onboarding, we're straight up. There's a cost to, this isn't money coming to my pocket, but I'm learning the game from him because I want to be in his position instead and find the trader. Because I know good traders as well, but I can land them capital. And I just want to play his role. So what he does is 3% in on the door, you got to pay. On your deposit, your profits get split however they want to split. So after the performance target, let's say like it's like a 9% performance target, anything above that gets split like 60-40. So let's say you make 14%, 5% after the 9 is split 60-40 with the investor and the person, and how he wants to break off his trader, he breaks off his trader. Like middlemaning it basically. Yeah. And then that role obviously is a lot more scalable. We find more traders, find more capital. It's pretty easy. But he says minimum is $750,000 dollars, not pounds. Because other than that, it's not. It won't make sense for him because that 3% wouldn't make sense for him. It wouldn't add up. Do you see my point? And then out the door, there's another cost. If you want to take profit, a cut, there's another cost to that as well. I think it's like another 2%.
And that's the position you want to be in.
That's how hedge fund managers run, bro. And by the way, you see guys say they run hedge funds. They don't run hedge funds, bro. I think people underestimate how big a hedge fund is, isn't it? Yeah, just because you're taking, taking it. I know guys that want to start hedge funds up, and it's taken nearly 2 years because, bro, you need a whole structure. Like it's a whole company. You need a manager. You need a director.
Yeah, a hedge fund isn't a joke. People just all claim they've got a hedge fund nowadays. Everyone says they got a hedge fund.
Yeah, and it's just a £500 off one-man office in like Canary. You know what it is? It's like to the average person, you can make these. I got an office in Canary. Bro, I had an office in Chiswick Business Park. That's nicer than Canary Wharf. I was paying like 2 bags a month for it. Worst decision I ever made. Waste of money. You know what I was using for in the end? World Cup. I watching football there with my friends. Wallahi.
That's mad.
It was a waste of money. It was a very prestigious, armed guards at the door, everything. Bro, yeah, Google it. Chiswick Business Park. I had my office there. It don't mean anything, bro. It doesn't make you more validated. It just means you had money to buy an office.
Yeah, it's just a facade, really.
Yeah, and the trading floor isn't an office with a desk. It's not a trading floor either. Like, do you see my point?
And to wrap up, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Like a ghost, bro. Inshallah. Like, I'm ready not on thingy, but I just want to do what I want to do, help the people I want to help. I find it hard to let go of my group. Do you know why? Yeah. We speak a lot, bro. I spend more time with those guys than anyone. Like our chat, whatnot. We have like a non-trading chat as well. Like we banter around, whatnot, this, that. Like, I want to meet them, but it's like, there's a lot of them, man.
How many people in your group?
In that group, there's 500.
Okay, fair enough.
There's more in the other one, but not everyone gets there. Because you see, before you can get into the part where we're doing it together, shoulder to shoulder in real time, you got to get to X amount of the main work until you get there. Because otherwise, then you're just going to be confused. And you're just going to be like dead weight. Like you're going to keep saying, oh, why are you guys doing that? Why are you guys doing this? So you basically level up and then you can get to, but there's no upsell. I don't charge you. Okay, cool. Send me another £100, whatnot. No, bro, just prove to me, do the work, get there. Halas, you can get.
But that's good because the other people in the group will respect that. There's not going to be like little kids in there saying, "Oh, what'd you do?"
You know, should I tell you why Hamza, we do well, yeah? And I'm saying this with like not arrogance. I'm saying this like as a happy man, yeah, bro. We've done over nearly 40 million in the last like calendar year, 40 million in funding.
Wow.
1.12 million in payouts, bro. No one is. I don't think anyone's even on half payouts, not funding, money earned. Yeah, 7 figures. People like to say they're 7-figure traders. They haven't even made 7 figures. They're trading a 7-figure account. 7 figures earned, yeah, in a group. And my group, 100%, the numbers are smaller than a lot of people's. Do you see my point? Because it gets capped. But do you know what the reason is? It's the enrollment process. Because not any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just get in. Like you're seeing, like you get weeded out, and then you get weeded out again with how much work is needed. It's not easy. Like it's very. You see the style I kind of taken, yeah. Because the guy that I learned from on YouTube, obviously because I learned from him, that's kind of what I know, right?
Yeah.
It's a similar style, so it's boring. The person I used to get a lot of young boys, like, you know, the quote unquote like roadmans, whatnot. They're not cut out for it, because you need to be willing to learn. Like if you don't care about the academic side of it, bro, you won't do well. They just want to jump to money. I'd tell them, bro, you know what it is, yeah. You're gonna lose money. You're gonna learn and you're gonna quit. I'm telling you now, give it up. So you won't even lose your money. Go into a different industry. That's what I told those kids.
And what do you see your payouts being in 5 years?
Bro, what, 5 million minimum. 5 million minimum, bro.
Minimum, yeah.
Because you know what it is? You know, I'll get to a point, bro, inshallah, like I'm just gonna have the group will get capped at 1,000 people.
Okay.
It will get capped at 1,000 people. It's always been like that. It's always gonna get capped at 1,000 people in general. But people come, people go, people come. They'll get to a point where it's just 1,000 sick people.
Just all
like,
making money.
All on it, bro. Like when they're all on it, bro, look, think of it like this here. Let's say at one point in 3 years, they're all funded a 100k account. They make £1,000 a month. 1,000 times 1,000, do the maths, it's £1 million a month.
Yeah, it's big money. Yeah, it's big money.
That's the vision, inshallah, bro. Like, as long as I'm there, I think it will do well. I don't do this admin nonsense because I think like no one's gonna run it. It's my passion. No one's gonna run it like how you run it type thing, innit? But yeah, it's a lifestyle as well, man. You don't see me going on holiday too much. I'm there, session there, whatnot, this, that, whatever. So like, that's why the stats are the stats, bro. I see other people holiday 24/7. Where are you for your group?
Yeah, no, I hear that. But listen, 5 years, that's the goal. Inshallah, you do it, my bro.
We'll come back here, bro.
No, listen, we'll lock in a part 2 in 5 years.
Yeah.
2030. Yeah,
2030.
2025 already raw. 2030, we're already locking in a part 2. Let's make it happen, yeah?
Inshallah, bro, do it.
Well, bro, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. We look forward to seeing you again soon.
Pleasure being here, man.
Guys, if you enjoyed that episode, it's something different. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.